Hey friends, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Tatiana, and that's all I got. Today, I don't even know what I'm going to name this video, to be honest, but I just came back from a walk and I was listening to a podcast and I just felt inspired and I figured I would turn the camera on and we could talk one-on-one, but I also have to get ready. So I figured this could be like a get ready with me and we'll talk about whatever the title of this video is. So essentially I was listening to this podcast, Ed Milet podcast, and it was with Lisa Bilyeu. Essentially she wrote a book about self-confidence and she was just going off and I was like, I'm pumped. I'm ready to start my day. But it's funny because we usually wait for the right moment to start things in our lives, whether that's career-based, whether that's to start a family, going after what we actually want. We always wait for this perfect moment. And in reality, there is no perfect moment. Like, I'm here, I started this YouTube channel and there's so many things that I wish I had, like different equipment. I wish that I knew how to do like certain editing styles, like, you know what I mean? There's just so many things that could be better, and it really comes down to how you feel about yourself and your self-confidence. With that being said, I feel like if we just show up every day as ourselves and not worry about what other people have to say, then whatever your goals are, you will get to them. And it doesn't matter, it really doesn't matter what people think of you, because your ego will always get in the way. Even before I start like recording a video, I start like questioning myself, I start doubting myself. This little voice inside my head, my ego, says, oh, but like you don't know enough about this topic, you're not experienced enough. And the truth is, success can be found in failure. And failure is usually perceived as this like negative thing, but it's all about how you pick yourself up and how you show up the next day or the next hour or the next second. Failing is the best thing that can happen to you. If you look at all these successful people that you look up to, there is not a single person on this planet that doesn't fail at something. And failing doesn't necessarily have to be perceived as like a negative thing. Failure is more so this experience that's telling you, you need to work on this. This is something that you're not really good at right now, and that's okay. And when we're kids, we're so in tune with curiosity. Now being older and going through these experiences, like maybe sometimes traumatic experiences for some of us, we let these experiences define us and we put a story behind these experiences, but really these experiences are just memories. So it's not that they're even real. We fabricate these experiences and we make them so real that we trick ourselves into believing that it's actually happening to us in this moment. And so when we think about putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations, we talk ourselves out of it because we think, oh, like we are going to fail just like we did the last time. You owe it to yourself to keep going. And in this podcast, this episode that I was listening to, I'll link it down below for you guys because it was a really good episode. But Lisa was saying we get so comfortable in our gratitude. You know what I mean? Like we get complacent in our gratitude. Gratitude is necessary and it is something that you should practice every day. But in reality, a lot of us get stuck in our gratitude and then we feel like we don't deserve more than what we already have. That's where gratitude, in a sense, can be toxic. So I'm not saying to not be grateful, because gratitude can definitely humble you and put you in your place and make you realize that you do have so many blessings around you. But at the same time, it can also disguise your beliefs into thinking that this is all you deserve. It can almost stop you from wanting more because sometimes you feel like you don't deserve more. You should be grateful that you have all these things in your life. So it was just a very interesting way of thinking about gratitude, because we definitely idolize gratitude, and I still do. I think gratitude is a very important practice, but at the same time, we shouldn't let that define us, and we shouldn't let it define what's meant for us and what we think we deserve. Because in reality, everything that's in our life is merely just a reflection of our thoughts that led us to our choices, that led us to our actions, and now it's our reality. Whatever we are experiencing is not permanent. Nothing is ever permanent. Things can always change, and things can always change to your favor. And if you've experienced a lot of quote-unquote negative experiences or traumatic experiences, then you might think that this is all that there is, because that's all that you've experienced. When I'm not dismissing anybody's traumatic experiences at all, because everybody has their own experiences and everybody has the right to feel how they want to feel about it. But at the same time, we can't let these experiences define our future. We can't let it keep us from really wanting what we want in life. And the truth is, we all have aspirations, and we all have dreams, and we all have the right to live the life that we want to live. And I'm not sure, I think it was another Ed Milet podcast that he was talking about. He was talking about how parents not going after what they truly want is the biggest neglect that they can give to their children. And so I kind of let him elaborate on that, but it's interesting because he was saying that as a parent, you not going after your dreams is teaching your kids to not go after their dreams. Right? At some point, children will realize that their parents aren't living their dreams. Sorry. Adults will ask us when we're kids, oh, what do you want to be when you're older? And we'll say, oh, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a singer. I want to be a cook. And then at some point, we might look at our parents, and I'm just using parents as an example because that's what he was talking about. But we'll look at parents, we'll look at adults in our life, and we'll think, well, why aren't you what you said you wanted to be? I think now we're living in a day and age where it's amazing the technology that we have and the people that we can reach, and the potential there really is to truly do the things that you want to do in life. And I think we need to really do ourselves a service and do some self-reflection and really ask ourselves, why am I thinking these thoughts? Where have these thoughts stemmed from? And I know I've had to do a lot of reflection, especially this year. And I think it's okay to give yourself grace and to be honest with yourself and to really reflect on the things that you want out of life and ask yourself, why do you want those things? If you want something in life, is it for recognition? Is it to be noticed? At the end of the day, you should be doing something because you want to be happy. We usually let our outer circumstances... Whoa, my stomach just grumbled. I haven't eaten breakfast, sorry. But we usually let society tell us what we should or shouldn't do because we're consuming all of this content. Anything really, that's outside of us. We're consuming all of these things and we think that's what life is. That's how relationships are. That's how you make money. And there's no rule book. I don't know who came into your life and told you this is how you need to live your life, but it's just not true. And I don't know about you, but I definitely don't want to be living the rest of my life wondering what if. I would rather live in failure and trying to do the best that I can all the time rather than regretting not doing the things that I actually wanted to do. There was people who were interviewed on their deathbed and they were asked to reflect on their life, and they said the things that they regret in life is being too hard on themselves when they were young. And people were also saying, obviously, regretting the things that they actually wanted to do. I think we're told this lie in life that we need to live life A, B, C, D, E. Like, those are the steps that you need to take, and then you will be successful. But what the heck does successful even mean? It means so many things, but in reality, like, there just is no rule book on like how you can live your life. The moral of all of this is you know what you want. Even if you don't know, you know what you want. And if you truly don't know, then maybe you have suppressed yourself from feeling certain things because you've just been conditioned to think that whatever your reality is the way life is supposed to be. It's okay if that's where you are, but just know that that's not a forever thing, and things can always change, and you have the power to change that if you really want to. You also have to give yourself the grace and the space to mess up and to look like an idiot and to fail and to really not care what other people think. Okay, literally my camera just died. I just think we have these stories that we let them define who we think we are, but in reality, that's not who we are. It's something that happened to us, but that's not who we are. I guess we just need to stop BSing and telling ourselves that we don't deserve the things we want because we're not good enough. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end it there. If you have made it this far, thank you for getting ready with me and listen to me ramble about life, self-confidence, going after your dreams. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, @TatMihalik. Please like the video and share it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.